Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. The Raiders come into today's matchup wanting to find a way to walk out of the stadium with win number 5 on the season. It's the Titans going up against the Raiders.
All right, Larry, after an off-season of questions, football is back here in the East Bay at Oakland, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Oakland Raiders. And they'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he powers his way up past the 30. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing his car on 3rd down. Open man, there is Patterson, complete. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Carr finding Patterson there for a Raider first. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to take this one down to about the 46-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Second down following the run. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll go down at the 28. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays. But I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They'll run with D'Angelo Henderson. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. On 3rd down, that's Henderson. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So on 4th down, off goes Carr, and on is Sebastian Janikowski. And the kick for the 41-year-old is up and good. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
First down, Mariota. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
And the wideout in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience is early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the Grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A really nice gain of 25 yards. The clock running here, under a minute to go now in the first quarter of a 3-0 game. And he motions the wide receiver. Mariota now to throw on first down. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Now a handoff as they run left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. On the carry is Henderson. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. His throw incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Shotgun now for Carr. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach, and incomplete. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll go for it. It's Carr. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on a turnover on downs. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers that can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Second down, Mariota. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see. Yeah, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Mariota now from the 50. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Mariota on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. A 2nd down throw here for Mariota. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. On 3rd down, Mariota. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And this is no good. Close but no cigar, just wide right. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
So the D-line's going to spread out. Now a handoff here to his running back. So this will go for 5 up to the 33.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Play action. It's Carr. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A Raider 1st down as Carr finds Cooper.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Now they try the right side here. They find some open field here. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty. Can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
second down. Here's Carr. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Raiders on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Get down.
Now Carr. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Henderson. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. Second and goal. Still a decent chunk of yardage here. They're on the 8. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And this offense on third down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Washington, 3rd and goal. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. DeAndre Washington, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Adoree Jackson on the return. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And the Titans getting set to go. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. 10 yards still left on 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
And the wideout in motion. first down throw for Mariota. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by David Anderson. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Now a handoff looking right. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. On play action, now Carr. And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Cordero Patterson as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. Out come the Titans now. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Titans get the quick strike touchdown. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we've reached halftime here in Oakland with the Raiders on top. As we send you cross country to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando with our halftime report, here's Larry Ridley. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will get out of bounds. No worries there, though. That still goes as a touchback. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Uncorks one for Davis. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And he motions the wide receiver. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll be dropped at the 30. With a shifty move, got him a couple extra on the play. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. Play clock winding down. Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 23 yards on the play. And now a first down following that long gain. From the gun, Mariota. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They just get the play off. Now Mariota. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by David Amerson. And some room to roam now. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
4 yards remaining now on second down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Mariota now on second down. Looking left sideline, incomplete. He was trying to get it to Taywan Taylor. And it's 3rd and 4.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. And the wideout in motion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Now a second down throw for Mariota. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. And he motions the wide receiver. Throwing, Mariota. He's going to look deep down the field. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now they try the right side here. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. And now here's a carry heading left. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing his car on 3rd down. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Wesley Woodyard. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Marquette King now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. Only 3 punts in NFL history have gone for 90 yards or more. You just witnessed one. It's number 4. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. First down, Mariota. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Uncorks one for Davis. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now Mariota. That is caught at the 7. And he is out of bounds, but not before taking this inside the 10 to the 7. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. They'll run it now out of the gun. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. Yeah, they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he takes it across midfield to the 45. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now a handoff looking right. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Stewart. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Time running out here on the play clock. Mariota now to throw on 1st down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard. Second down, they need less than a yard to pick up the first. Mariota. Dancing to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a 1st down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. And the play clock's running down. To throw is Mariota. That is caught at the 7. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Play clock winding down. Here's Mariota. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead it falls down incomplete. And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. Second down, Mariota. And he whips that one incomplete there. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. And now it's third down.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on third and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. The first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Titans have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. Suckup for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. The Raiders on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
As they run left side. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. handoff as they run the counter play. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. To it through the contact. Incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Raiders. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over. So a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
He's back to throw. Over the middle, he gets it to Patterson. The 30, 20. And he'll take it down deep into Tennessee territory. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. First down and goal, the offense knocking on the door. Now a handoff here to his running back. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at second and goal. Now they try the right side here. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there in the final minute. And the Raiders have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Back to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. To throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. Mariota to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. The Titans on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now Mariota. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football, and this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs each week for their favorite runs. Give me your 3 top runs. And right now, you're seeing a guy that's probably using his top runs to great advantage in this game.
He is in a zone. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Black Hole celebrates. The Raiders are winners here as we say so long from Oakland.